Hi guys, DIY Enthusiast here, and today I'm going to show you how to replace your pedals on a bike, and this is going to pretty much go across the board for all bikes, but this is a mountain bike. So first you're going to want to start on the drive side of the bike, so that would be your right side. And if you see, right there, this pedal has a 15 millimeter hex on it. So you're going to want to... So how a pedal loosens is that they are opposite threads on each side. So you do have a left and a right pedal. So if you notice, when I'm going towards the front wheel of the bike, it tightens this pedal. When I'm going backwards, it loosens the pedal. So remember, going backwards loosens the pedal going towards the rear of the bike. You do not want to go forward because you'll just end up tightening your pedal and just make it harder to get off. And some pedals, you need a pedal wrench, but this one I can just use a regular 15 millimeter. And then if you see, it does have an Allen key. Right there, that's a 6 millimeter Allen key. So now that you've got your old pedal off, and this is on the drive side, let's say you have a set of new pedals. And they should come with a left and right stamp on them, but these Crank Brothers stamp ones that I just got didn't. So what you're going to want to look at is the threads. If you look on this pedal, the threads slightly angle up to the left, which means that this is a left pedal. If the threads angle up towards the left, it's a left pedal. If you see this one, they angle up towards the right, that means it's a right pedal. So these Crank Brother ones do not have a spot for a pedal wrench, so you are going to have to use an Allen key. So I do have an 8 millimeter Allen key here, because they are 8 millimeter and 6 millimeter ones. So when installing a pedal, you're going to need some anti-seize grease. I am using the Lucas Red and Tacky grease. And you need this grease so the inside threads of your crank and threads of your pedal don't seize together. Because if they do that, it'll be impossible to get your pedal off. So, you're just going to want to put a little bit of grease on the pedal. And now, if this one had a spot where I could hook a wrench, I would spin it towards the front of the bike. But since I have to use an Allen key, you're going to come from the back, and then you're going to hold the pedal still while you spin it towards the front of the bike. And now it's snug. Now you don't have to get pedals super tight, but you do want to get them tight. There you go, that pedal's replaced. Now this is the right side. I'm going to show you how to do the left side. It's pretty much the same process. So you're going to want to make sure that your pedal is to the front. And I do have some electrical tape here because I don't want to scuff up my crank. But, and if these happen to be really tight, what you can do is you can get, like, a mallet. Back this up here. You can get a mallet, and you can use it to get it loose. Just like that. Remember, spinning backwards loosens it towards the rear wheel of the bike. And if you'll notice, as I'm removing this, this is a stock pedal. There's grease on this. And now I've got the old pedal off. Gonna take your new pedal, make sure that the threads angle up. You can see it pretty focus. focus. There you go. You can see it pretty well here. They angle upwards towards the left. So just get a little bit of grease. And you don't have to use the Lucas Red and Tacky. You can use any anti-seize bike grease, or probably any anti-seize grease in general. You don't want to use an oil. You want to use a grease. But you can probably use just about any anti-seize grease. So now that you've got your grease over that, I'm going to remove my electrical tape, because I don't want that on there when I've got the new pedal on. It'd be hard to remove. There we go. Now remember, keep the pedal flat, or keep the pedal still while you're tightening it. To tighten goes towards the front wheel of the bike. To loosen goes towards the back. That, and making sure that you get the left pedal on the left side and the right pedal on the right side, is pretty much the two most important steps when it comes to replacing your pedals. Once you make sure that you've got them snug, you made sure that you have the right pedal on the right side, the left pedal on the left side, make sure you use some anti-seize. Now you need to make sure that it says anti-seize. If it's just a grease, it's not going to work. It keeps both materials from oxidizing together. So like if you've ever had to attach a garden hose and you go back to remove it and you can't get it off, it's because it seized up, corroded. You don't want it to do that. You don't want your pedals to do that, because if you ever have to replace your pedals and you can't get your pedals off, now you got to replace your crank. So that is how to replace your pedals on your left and right side of your bike. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments. Thank you for watching. Hope this helped.